Hey friends, I'm going to take a minute today to talk about the self-serving nature of depression. Now, I've just finished writing a blog article on our site, Hug Your Chaos, of the same name. Now, here's the thing. If somebody had have said to me, even as recently as 12 months ago, your depression was self-serving, I would have got my back right up. I would have been pissed, and I would have fought tooth and nail for the fact that I suffered depression and I was burdened with it, and how the hell did it make me self-serving? What I'm going to do is start by explaining the difference between selfish and self-serving. Selfish is when we act for ourselves at the expense of others. Self-serving, on the other hand, is where we look after ourselves first. Now, as I've explained in the blog article that I've just written, my mother used to say, if I'm not right for myself, how can I be right for anybody else? And what I can attest to that statement is that ultimately the times that she was best able to look after the family was when she was looking after herself first. So that is being self-serving. Having said that, depression is a very self-serving illness. Now, when we have depression in our lives, it's trying to tell us something. And for me, my depression was trying to tell me that I wasn't living my life the way that made sense to me. I was people-pleasing. I was living my life the way everybody else deemed I should be living my life. And everybody around me was happy except me. I was miserable. I'm guessing that that is the case for a lot of people that are out there listening to this at the moment. So what needs to happen when we have depression is that we need to take that in. We need to have a look at ourselves, and we need to nurture that. More often than not, when we get depressed, we feel ashamed. And what do we do with that shame? We race to the doctor, we get ourselves some medication, and we stop feeling. Now, what that's doing is akin to breaking your ankle, injecting it full of painkillers, and then continuing to run a race. Imagine the damage we're doing to ourselves when we do that. We're really going to be jacking that joint up and causing all kinds of problems. Probably problems that are going to last a hell of a lot longer than what the initial injury would have if we had have just rested it and nurtured it. So when we start to get depression, regardless of why it comes about, don't worry. You don't even need to know why it came about. Just have a look at what it's trying to tell you now. Your depression is serving you. It's come to you as a voice. And what we need to be doing when we have that depression is we need to listen to that voice. And in doing so, we're very possibly hearing ourselves for the first time. Find out what it is it wants to tell you. Find out what it is that you need to know from having that depression in your life. And you'll find that in listening to it, you'll find that more often than not, it is saying, I need some care too. I need some self-love. So how often, how many of us, we give everything we've got to those around us? And that's beautiful. You know, it's a good world to create. But if we don't include ourselves in that first, if we don't give that love and fill our own cup first, then our cup is always empty. What do you do with an empty cup? How can you be of any benefit to anyone in the world? How can you cease the thirst of those around you if you've got nothing to give them? We have something to give when we fill ourselves first. And you know what the thing with love is? Love is so powerful. It is the most prevalent force in the universe. When we give it away, we don't lose it as long as we have given it to ourselves too. And that is the trick. So depression is telling you that you are giving to everybody around you, or you are not living the way that you're meant to be living, and you are doing things for others. You're pleasing them, you're giving to them, and you're not giving to yourself first. That is a symptom. Don't mask the symptom. Listen to the symptom. Talk to the symptom. Start to nurture the symptom. Love yourself in spite of the symptom, and you'll find that the symptom will go away. Have a read of my article. It's on hugyourchaos.com, and I hope this has been of some help. If you have any questions about what I've just said, reach out to me. I'm Chris at thelifewarrior.net, and I'm always available. Even when I'm chock-a-block with work and I have a lot of appointments with other people, I always have time for the people that reach out to me. So please reach out and let's have a chat about it. If you are having depression, I would be more than happy and willing to have a dialect about it with you and show you where you can make a few changes to improve that in your life. I love you all, and I will talk to you all again soon. Mwah.